Peace, my family, and raw back to all those coming out of that good cocoon for the first time. Welcome. This is your girl, the butterfly, and we about to take off. Let's fly. Just want to send you all the good healing energy your way. Peace, love, happiness, harmony, and abundance. Hope you guys are out there keeping your mind right in that good mind. How y'all feeling today? Hope you guys most definitely moving on up in your higher natures and cleansing. Oh yeah, for sure, cleansing the lows. I came in here today to express. And family, when you're on this good journey with them, you must understand that. Hope you guys have been taking care of yourself and setting a routine that is beneficial for you, because that's what it's going to take. That's what's going to be needed for you to go through this good journey with them. It causes you to strip away the world, strip away who you think you are, and get reintroduced to the real you. And when you begin to get introduced and leveling up on your ascension, your awakening, when you begin to awaken, which that's what the right knowledge does, it begins to awaken you from the inside. And when you begin to see truly what this world really is and who you really are, and begin to remember once again, everything in your life will begin to shift. Everything in your life will begin to change for the better. Because again, when you begin to take in truth, you ain't got nothing else but to begin to live in it. Because once you begin to see the truth of what it is, you can't unsee it. And once you begin to really live it, you begin to manifest everything around you that will lead you back to the truth of it all and the Most High. Again, family, the Most High is love, and the higher knowledge is love. When you begin to really be that love, like embody love, and really accept yourself for who you are. And right now I'm speaking to the women because this is just what I see in the world, and you may not like what I see, but I'm just going to express that. What I see is a lot of our women are in the image of the beast. They don't really love themselves. They really hate themselves and what they truly look like and what the Most High has created them to be. They have lost their connection back. And to regain your connection back, family, you must begin to love yourself. It's all good. Of course, self-care is needed, but you gotta begin to love who you are and every feature that the Most High has given you. Love it, because the Most High sees you as so beautiful. When you begin to really see yourself for who you truly are in the eyes of the Most High, because that's all that matters, family. Forget what the world has to say about you. It's really just all a shut up anyway for you to hate you, goddess, right? They know that you're goddess. And as long as they keep continuing for you to hate yourself and not be in alignment and wanting to be in the image of the beast, looking like the beast, walking like the beast, talking like the beast, not being true to who you really are, wearing all the wigs and, the blonde hairs and, the weaves and all these things that we put on our hair that is not our hair. Did it grow out your root? Question. When we begin to take care of our crowns, I've been here, okay? This is why I'm speaking on this. Been there. And this is out of love. I want to express that. And a lot of people, again, I know is not going to like what I have to say, because, again, we have been lied to about the image of beauty. And when we begin to see ourselves, and this is truth, and this is love, and love is truth. That's love, when someone begins to tell you the truth, right? When you begin to see that when you're walking in the image of the beast and wanting to live in a lifestyle that is out of alignment with your true self, the images they portray for you in the music industry and things like that, the music and, production, things like that, TV, of you in a horrid type of way, a harlot type of way, and you begin to embody that, thinking that that's what men want. They want that, right? They parade it in songs, you know what I mean? And that also, conditions your mind to think a certain way, and eventually you're doing it out here. Can you tell? Look at the world, right? They're parading harlots, right? And people have lost their way and the connection back, They're parading booty shorts and no clothes on. Now women are walking around with no clothes on whatsoever and thinking that is beautiful, thinking that that is love, right? That's attractive. And reality, I'm sure, men are looking around like, what's going on? Keyword men. Looking around like, what is going on? What happened to our women? And we have to start taking responsibility for ourselves. We have to start respecting ourselves and knowing who we truly are, getting the right knowledge that the Most High wanted us to know about ourselves, because that's what really makes us God and Goddess, children of the Most High, when we begin to know the knowledge and actually live in it and being it. But when we have given away ourselves to the image of the beast and we're walking in his way instead of the ways of the Most High, and begin to parade around like that's life, that's your so-called best life out here. In reality, we're really destroying ourselves mentally, spiritually, physically, and definitely not in alignment with our true creator and the way the creator has created us to be and look like, because that's truly the image of beauty, what you look like without all of it. Strip it all away, right? That's true beauty, and that's what the men out here are truly missing. I'm talking about the no makeup. I'm talking about no weaves. I'm talking about you being in the image and acting likeness of what the Most High has created you to be. I'm talking about you loving and, again, taking care of your crown. Because, again, family, that's what is going to be needed to truly walk in the ways of the Most High. Being true to who you are, right? Implants gots to go. All of these things that you think you need, in reality, let's just be for real. They're trying, society, other women, trying to look like you. Meanwhile, you trying to look like them. Big lips, big butts, in reality, the Most High is giving you beautiful assets already. Whether none or, at all, right? All of it is beautiful. And when you begin to see that and begin to take care of yourself, that's what true beauty is. When you begin to really take care of yourself, respect yourself, and love yourself out here, that's when you begin to attract that energy back. You get more respect around you when you begin to respect yourself for who you truly are. And when you walk in an alignment and back in position, Goddess, Because that's where your position is when you begin to be yourself and walk in truly what the Most High has created you to be. That's when you're in position, right? And you begin to have the right knowledge, right? Because it's not only that, you have to have the right knowledge, right? You gotta have the knowledge, because that's what makes you God is God, right? Children of the Most High, right? You gotta have the knowledge, because without it, you will be still lost. And that's what's going to help you find your way when you begin to get back in tune, get back connected with the Most High, because that's where you were called to be in the first place. All of us. Calling you into position. The question is, are you going to answer that call and be truly who you are? That's when you get your gifts back. That's when you begin to get that inner joy and peace and love that people are seeking for all over this world. When you begin to be truly who you are and begin to love yourself for what that is. Because all of it is love. Now, let me say this too. I am not racist. And our master teacher says no one wins the race in racism. It's all love, family, all races. And when you begin to love who you are and spread that love, embody love on this planet and turn it green again, life, right? And not destruction, right? Red, right? When you begin to truly walk in your way, that's where the love begins. Your true way of life. And the omnipotent Jesus, Joshua, Tammuz, Horus, was appointed by the Most High to let us know all of these things. We were supposed to know all of these things. And then once you know, you will do better. Once you know better, right, you do better, you would think, right? And you begin to spread that to the world, right? Because in our Master Teacher's book, the Holy Tabernacle Family Guide and the Holy Tabernacle Guide for Better Living, Purity and Neatness and the Maintenance of Health, all of these things, it tells us in there that we, the people that know the truth, right, is supposed to be out here spreading the message, the right knowledge, for the world to know. That's how you're going to bring the ascension in and usher in, the true Messiah, right? All of it is needed. Your expression is needed. Your creative way of expression is needed. And once you realize that for yourself and you begin to walk in it and you begin to love one another and helping them also to share the message that you see that is needed out here, share it, right? And you begin to spread that love to one another. That's love, not hate, not envy, not jealousy, trying to one-up somebody, trying to think that you're better than somebody. We are no better than anybody. We's all one. Yes, we can better our life, but that has nothing to do with the next person. It has everything to do with what you're doing in your life that is making your life better. It's your soul. You're going to have to take control of your life and what you decide to put in it. You have control over that, of what you allow in your life, what you allow in your environment, who the people you allow around you, right? The places you go, the things that you do, you are in control over all that. That's what I mean by control. When you are in control of all those things, that part. Now the things that are outside of your control, that's different, okay? But you have control over that. You have responsibility over that, right? Over what you decide to do in your life. The decisions you make, the things that you do. All of it, you have to have control. And the thing is, the emotion part, of course, controlling your emotions, right? Expressing, but again, controlling, right? Not in a negative way. When I say you can express all day, people think you're not supposed to be in tune with your feelings, but you really are. That's love, right? You're supposed to be able to express yourself, get it on out, release it, right? not hold it all in. That causes illness, that causes sickness, and it's very unhealthy when you're holding it all in. And that's why people are still stuck in their own ways, because they have not been honest with themselves. They not have been able to figure out how to express themselves and get their truths out. Again, because you can't really lie to yourself, and a lot of people don't want to hear that truth. But once you begin to really want to be real with yourself, because the Most High is truth, right? When you begin to get real with yourself and stop lying to yourself about the fact of you really truly not being happy, because if you really were happy, that's when you're in alignment with the Most High, is when you really are, you really would be happy, because that's what's going to bring that inner joy out from within, when you are in alignment with the Most High. And that's what our nation of people are missing. People are wondering what's going on and why can't we get it together. It's because you guys are not either knowing or unknowingly accepting the truth for what it is. And a lot of people really truly don't even know the truth, right? It hasn't been all the way, put out there in a way where it becomes mainstream, right? And we need more of it to come out on the mainstream so people can understand what the truth really is for themselves. You can give it to them, they can see for themselves at the end of the day. And that's what it's about. We have to begin to spread the good news, because it all is good news. Because guess what? That's what the Most High wanted us to know. And we were supposed to be spreading that, right? And I love what President R19, Bodie, I love you. I love when you said it's all about the green print. The green print. Not the blueprint, but the green print for sure. Because when you're looking into destroying that part of you, that is really not you, and when you begin to stop moving in self-destruction, right? You stop moving into self-destruction. You start moving toward life, the green light, life, and turning the planet green again. When you begin to spread that love once again, when you begin to see yourself for who you are, right? When you begin to spread life, right? And what I learned from the master teacher is when you begin to connect back to life, right? And that's what's going to lead you to eternal life, right? On this planet, when you begin to see the life around you, right? And this is how our master teacher taught me, right? When you begin to see that the sun is yellow, right? When you begin to see the waters and everything is blue reflecting off the sun, you begin to see life, right? The plants, the trees, nature, everything around you. That's life. And when you begin to see that, by, the colors coming together, the blue and the yellow, and they're creating the life green, yes. Right. And when you begin to tap into that love chakra, green, right. When you begin to see the love of existence inside of you, right? That love right there, when you begin to spread that love, regardless if people know or not, I love you all. When you begin to really see that, like really know that, right? And through time, because I know nowadays people really don't know what love is. I just have to say that because a lot of people are moving in lust and crying about the fact of them wanting love, right? But you also have to remember, family, we have to be the ones to first have that love from within. Our cup has to be overflowing with that. And you know how you get that is by connecting back to the Most High. That's the love that you're missing. It's not from a man. It's not from nothing else. It's from our Creator who created you. And once you begin to spread that love from within, outwardly into others, the world, your mate, others, people will begin to feel that love. But a lot of people, I have to say this, and that is just is what it is. We don't like to hear the truth, but realizing that that's truth is what's going to make you free. That's going to help you. That's what's going to help you break the chains mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally from within. And when you begin to see it for what it is, that's when you become free, right? When you begin to know it for yourself and live in it. Because after you begin to know it, then it's about, okay, I got to make some changes in my life. I can no longer move like this, right? Because you attract what you are. You are what you eat. And all of it is interconnected with how you move on this planet. And your life will begin to emulate that with how you move and how you behave yourself out here in the eyes of others, and also learning how to be a good example for others so others can learn, right? We can all learn from each other, right? And we begin to see by you living your life as a good example. Yes, you're going to make mistakes. Yes, you're going to fall, but it's how you get back up and trying again and keep going. This journey is not like perfect, family. You're going to make mistakes. You got lessons to learn. You're going to be learning lessons the whole entire journey, but it's how you learn from your lessons, how you grow from your lessons. Once you begin to grow and not continue to keep doing those things, because you have those battles within, you have those demons that you got to get on out of you, right? All the stuff that you then took on from being in this world, and once you begin to purify your soul and get your soul back right, oh yeah, it's going to be a lot of rawness. It's going to be a lot of stuff going on emotionally, physically, mentally, emotionally, because you have attached yourself to things that are not you. And once you begin to see that, right, how much hold it has on you and how much you need to break those strongholds and generational curses and things that has been holding you back from reaching your destiny, for being true to who you are in this lifetime. Oh man. That's when you begin to see that, paradise within. That's when you begin to see yourself in the way the Most High sees you, right? When you begin to realize that all of this is all about love at the end of the day. We've been taught lust and hate a lot, jealousy, and all types of evil vibes, evil waves. But once you begin to align yourself with healthy waves, good waves for your life, that's when you begin to attract that back into your life. It's all about what you put out. And that's our problem, family. We have to learn how to put out good energy. And truth is good energy, is love. And when people begin to see that, this is going to help you if you're learning from it, so you don't have to go through the same thing the next person has been through, or learn from what a person has been through. That's love. So you're going to continue to be stuck in your own ways of thinking. Because again, family, don't you know that the Most High's way is the best way to live for you and your existence and creation? Don't you realize that's the reason why you are here, to live in His way? Because He has created you. Do you understand? And that's what the whole shebang is about, distractions, so keep you away from seeing the Most High. Because the question, do you hear about the Most High in mainstream? Like, it's always, promoted, all the things that's put out here in these webs to get you trapped in and just to destroy, yourselves. And when you begin to realize that the Most High is all you need, and the Most High will supply all of your needs, and the Most High has appointed the omnipotent Jesus, Yahshua, Tammuz, Horus, over us, and we begin to follow in His way, right? What He's taught, His true way, right? And I'm not speaking on anything but the holy tablets when it comes to this, because the true story of the real Messiah is in the holy tablets. And the holy tablets is on the channel if you are interested, you want to check out the true story of Jesus, omnipotent Jesus, Joshua to Moses room. You can check that out on the channel, and it's on there. If you have any questions, check it out. You can leave it in the comment section too. But yeah, that's needed too, because people most definitely have lost their way and have went astray. And it's time now to connect back, if you know what time it is, if you've seen the signs of the times. Oh man, it's most definitely been up, and it's been time to connect back. The question is, are you going to make a decision in your life like no other? This is the biggest decision you ever make in your life, is to connect back to the Most High. And the only decision that matters, reality. Because when you realize that that is all that you need, and everything will be provided for you, clearly need, not want, everything that you need will clearly be provided for you through the Most High. And you will notice you have to learn how to trust the journey unfold, because again, it's going to be trials and tribulations. It's going to look like what the world is going on, because everything that you're doing is stripping everything away that's not you. So it's going to look like, in the beginning and the unknown, it's going to look like destruction. But when everything is falling apart, in reality, everything is truly coming together, and everything is just cleansing and cleaning and cleansing and cleaning and cleansing and cleaning. House, temple, yeah. Externally, yeah. Everything that is not you, everything is not supposed to be connected with you, no longer on your journey. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be let go of. And once you begin to really move in your true vibration of what the Most High is giving you to, move in frequency and vibration, when you begin to move in that for real, when you begin to let go of those low vibrational energies, oh yeah, you'll begin to connect back. Oh yeah, and get back in line. And when you begin to get back in alignment with the Most High and get back home, right, you begin to feel that paradise within, and it'll begin to open up in front of you, and you begin to know that heavens exist, and you begin to know that hell does exist, and you begin to see things with your first eye, and you begin to understand life the way the Most High wanted you to know, and you begin to move in that and be truly who you are. And you begin to remember once again and become a supreme being again. Alright, that's the goal. Connect back to who you truly are. Oh yeah. Radiating in the green light, the radiant green light. Oh yeah. It's a real family. And once you begin to truly break away from the lower, the red, and level up in frequency, spiraling on up in frequencies and vibration in the higher realms of existence, you begin to see it for yourself. And trust me, you won't want to ever go back, because that love is real, family. And when you begin to feel it from within, by you being true to who you are, and begin to spread that love outwardly, inwardly, all around you, to everyone, the Most High will begin to raise your own up. Because truly, your heart, that love within, is truly all that you need. And you'll begin to raise your frequencies back in position where the Most High wanted you to be. And that, family, is divine love. And you will begin to connect back with your family, your spiritual family, your galactical family. Check it out. We are on a planet, family. This all is galactical. We're in space. It's the universe is, right? Remember this. So it's not what y'all think. We are extraterrestrial, celestial beings, angelic beings. We once were, right? But it's about getting that back. You know, human beings have human beings and angelic beings. Oh yeah, oh yeah. We are angels. All of us. But some just don't remember. And it's time for us to remember once again. Wow, you have the time to do so. And know what better time than now to know the truth for what it really is, live in it, and be who you truly are, because that's living your best life. And that's how you fulfill your destiny and your soul mission. Because again, family, once you begin to moving on up in the realms, it's going to be on to the next and the next, you know. But at the end of the day, family, you first have to conquer this world. And when you get back in alignment, family, that's how you conquer. So, I just give a brief shebang of how I'm working through it and how I did it, you know. But again, through time, as you begin to check out more of my channel and begin to really listen to my story and share my story with you all, and my ascension, and you know, you begin to, if it resonates, you begin to see the truth for what it really is. And again, once you begin to see the truth for what it really is, it's so much love, it's so much peace in it. And no one will be able to take that away. Because the Most High, a new elements glorified and exalted, wants you to be living in that love, in that peace. And in knowing that, that is the true focus. And moving on in your highest potential. You know what that is, family? When it's all said and done, that's love. Because what I'm finding out is that it's hard for many people to do so. You know, love. And for me, I'm a love being, so it's really not hard for me to love. I be looking around like, what's so hard about it? What's so hard about it? That vulnerability, all of that is you. That's real. And when you begin to be real with yourself, stop lying to yourself, you begin to attract that realness too. And you'll be becoming a real one out here. Anointed one out here, you know. As you begin to be true and real with yourself. Because that's what the Most High wants you to do. Be true to who you are. That's it. You gotta be real with yourself. You know? So, I'm gonna leave it at that for now, family. Again, if you have any questions, you can leave in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer. On that note, family, I hope you all know that you are loved beyond this world and in it. Begin to spread that love one to another. Be the peace that you seek. Release our master teacher, Dr. Malachi L. Peace, salam, ashuk, divine love, family. And wadu. And it's all love.